Just remember that this whole industry is still relatively new, and it's new to people who are even in the industry. And I'm not talking about people who are tech guys and engineers and tech engineers and cryptographic engineers and all the types of people that are saturated in this industry. I'm talking about just anyone who might know one component of cryptocurrencies, but they don't know all the other parts or even a couple of parts. And that's actually the hardest thing with cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. It's just like a world. Think of it that way. Everyone, it's just a world that you have to get used to. You can't expect to know overnight. It's very, very important. And that's something that I always like to stick to, because I know that when anything's emphasized, people do listen a bit more. So it's very, very important to research this field, talk to people who know about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, talk to them more, read articles like, this is one place, the Cointelegraph. It's a fantastic place to actually gain knowledge. Also, another place that people look at is CoinMarketCap. Now, these just talk about the different coins that are on the market and what their prices are, and I'll just leave it at that. And further on, in another video, I'll actually talk about how you can actually look at this graph and read things about it, and just read bits and pieces of information. So it's not something that you're thinking, well, what the hell is this? So I just wanted to say that the whole Bitcoin cryptocurrency market in 2018, and we're in January right now, we're in mid-January, and we're going at full steam ahead with all the people who actually are in crypto world or cryptocurrency world. Everyone knows about Bitcoin, or when I say everyone, I guess I'm talking about the people who are aware of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, and I like to say to people, using analogies, that Bitcoin, think about it like, the mafia, the people in like the mafia kind of industry, like the head honcho is always like the grandfather. And if you remove the grandfather out of everything, things start to kind of fall apart. That's where the stability lies. It's kind of at the top. That's where, everything's led by, and it's founded by, and it's started by. So think of Bitcoin like that. Bitcoin is like the grandfather of mafia mobs. Bitcoin also, another analogy for Bitcoin that people use actually on YouTube and cryptocurrencies is Bitcoin is like the main ship on the high seas. And just think of altcoins, and I'll talk about that in a moment. There's Bitcoin, and then there's altcoins. So anything under here, which you can see Bitcoin here, anything under that are called altcoins, and altcoins means alternative currencies. So think about it like that. If you hear altcoins, that's alternative currencies. So it's just anything under Bitcoin. Just think about it like that. So cryptocurrencies are inclusive and include Bitcoin plus the other cryptocurrencies. And in 2017 there were, I can't remember how much exactly there were. In April there were about 300 plus, I think 400 or something like that, and now it's grown to a huge height of 1,000 plus cryptocurrencies. I think it's even more. It could be even 1,200. Yeah, I'm just taking a voice break with my lovely berry drink that's got high vitamin C and antioxidants. So altcoins, yeah. So here are all the altcoins look. So anyway, as you can see, there are heaps. There's Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, blah, blah, blah. Wow, now I love Neo's a hot one. Dash is another hot one. We got a few here. Binance Coin, moving up the charts. Anyway, so there's all these different types of coins here, there's all different coins. And that's just how it is. These are the altcoins. Now, the reason why I'm talking about the altcoins and Bitcoins and the analogy of what I was saying is because Bitcoin was, in a really, really good way, it was kind of pushed to the front of the stage. The limelight was really hitting hard on Bitcoin last year in news, in media, Wall Street, the CME markets, all different sorts of financial markets. Bitcoin was kind of like, it was its time to start really shining in the world. And we haven't actually gone to mass adoption. It's kind of just starting, it's starting and then it goes back and forth and then it starts. It's kind of like doing this cute little, it's gaining a lot of momentum until it kind of really pushes out into the mainstream with people really, really knowing about it. But at the moment, for this year, for 2018, Bitcoin has got a lot of awareness. People actually have heard of Bitcoin, and even hearing about it and knowing something about it is a big deal. However, because Bitcoin's also risen in a lot of value, it's gone up a lot, it's kind of taken the sunshine and the focus off the altcoins. Now, to sort of like simplify things with Bitcoin and all the other altcoins, which is what we can see here, and it goes down the page, I'll even go to the next page as well, is the fact that altcoins have their own purpose. I won't say all of them, but some of them do. The ones who have a purpose is actually fantastic for the industry. And what we saw last year was the Bitcoin gaining all the momentum, Bitcoin going up hugely in price, so a lot. Bitcoin at the moment is 15, what is it? Oh, sorry, it's actually pretty low right now. So it's like $13,788 US. And we had a run up of 20 to 21,000, I think, US at the end of last year. So Bitcoin's taking a bit of a rest period. It's kind of resting. I have a feeling that Bitcoin's going to be doing a bit of a run up, and it's going to be going up in a lot of price soon. So if you haven't got into cryptocurrencies, and just a quick disclaimer, this is just my opinion, it's not based on financial advice, it's more for entertainment purposes only, so please do your own due diligence and research, and more research. I got that off the guy from Homes Under the Hammer, that presenter. Funny. So yeah, so Bitcoin's taken a lot of, it's up, it's a lot of value. A lot of people can't afford to spend, $14,000 nearly US on one Bitcoin. And that's what I wanted to say, guys. As Bitcoin's now hit a point where it's really gone up in value, so it's already gained its huge status. But now we're seeing in 2017 that if the altcoins were here, I don't know where the camera's sort of positioned, altcoins are kind of lower. Now they're kind of really starting to go up. And what I mean by that is that people are investing, people are noticing more, and also the projects out there in the altcoin area, they are starting to get more competitive with the other competition around them. They want to do better. They want people to see them as a store of value, like Bitcoin, not exactly like Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's king, it's like the grandfather. I'll just keep referring to Bitcoin as the mafia mob grandfather. But so people are investing in altcoins because they can't afford to invest in Bitcoin, which is hugely in value. We're very high up. And I'll just mention two. So Ethereum, that has risen up hugely in value, towards November, I think, or October. Ethereum was like only $600 US or 700, I don't know exactly, but it wasn't that high. And in probably 2 months flat or around that kind of time frame, Ethereum jumped up like $400-500 US in value, and now we're seeing it probably more, I think. We're seeing it at 1,300 US. Another altcoin called Dash, that is also a very good solid project. That we're seeing now, we're seeing that at like $1,000 US, and that did a huge massive jump too. And that was, I think, like it was $400 and $300. It was something like that kind of price range, and then that just jumped huge to $1,000. Now they're two altcoins technically, and they're also got a good reputation, and people are investing in those, and they're buying these alternative coins because they can't simply afford Bitcoin. Now, in my opinion, and this is something that a lot of people do, if you can't afford Bitcoin, it's a good way to look at this in, like a broad picture. It's fantastic to look at things and have open perspectives, like an open perspective on not just one area, but a few areas. And the more open perspectives you can get, the better it is when it comes to making an informed decision. So if you don't own any cryptocurrencies and you'd like to get into a cryptocurrency and you'd like to start making money, you can invest into Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is very, very stable. And a lot of people in this field that know about Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies, they do invest into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the leader. It's the most secure, heavyweight crypto in the field, in the crypto land, and people invest into Bitcoin. And right now it is at a very, very low price, and it's been actually quite low the past 5 or 6 weeks. And I think it's going to go up to like 20,000 US. It's going to do its little cute little bull run. And yeah, so look, there's other altcoins that are a lot cheaper and that people can invest into. There's NEM, $1.48. There's Stellar, there's IOTA, and anyway, there's heaps more. Amise Go, oh sorry, there it is, Amise Go, Seacoin, Populous. Anyway, there's a few that have got a good reputation, and you can get into them. And that's if you want to just buy and hold it and then wait for a year, if you're not a gambler and if you're not too sure about how these markets work, and the whole industry is overwhelming. But that's what I just wanted to say, ladies and gents. This industry that we're in with cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, it's 2018. 2017 was more gearing up. It was more highlight on Bitcoin and how good Bitcoin is, and Bitcoin kind of spreading its huge wings and letting people know that, hey, I'm here, I'm Bitcoin, man, I'm like the grandfather, I'm like the, hey, respect me. And it is, a lot of people hear about Bitcoin, it's on the news, and this year 2018, I think the stage is going to be shared. It's going to be about Bitcoin, and it's going to be about altcoins. Last year altcoins were kind of coming in, they were creeping in. It was still kind of like that year of sort of sorting through things in that sense with how they fit in the space. But now, because the market is developing, it's like anything that's, develops more, things get better, things get more competitive, more information's out there. So this is just what I wanted to influence on the people watching this video, that if you can't afford Bitcoin, there are other projects out there. There are other altcoins out there that you can invest. And it might even be a project that's up your alley that you like, that's actually, it's like a you project. So if you're into the banking sector, and personally I don't like Ripple, but Ripple's a bank coin. If you're into looking into all the high-tech revolutionary side of technology, Litecoin's another investment. If you're looking at using the internet with things, and how it's actually called the Internet of Things, but or internet related, getting the internet more out there, there's IOTA. If you're looking at microtransactions, like things that PayPal does, there's Dash. So every single coin here, most of them, again, not all of them, but most of them, actually have a value if they're a good project. And if you don't know anyone that you can talk to, go onto YouTube or ask questions and just try to learn what you can. This is the thing about this industry, it's not mainstream yet, but when it does, it's going to be huge. And I think 2018 is going to be the turning point when it actually starts to go more mainstream, which is what, it's fantastic, because hey, we're in the revolutionary economic era of earning more and earning more money and helping ourselves financially, which is what the world needs. We need decentralization, and we need to know that there is something that we can do to look outside of the circle and earn money. So thank you for tuning in to this video, and take care of yourself, guys. just make sure that you have something healthy. Always keep your water levels up, and subscribe, please. I would love to have more supporters to my channel. It would be fantastic. That is the reason why I'm actually doing these videos. It's because I really believe in cryptocurrencies. I love cryptocurrencies. I've invested into cryptocurrencies myself, and I always try to say the truth on what I believe in this industry, because you need people who in this industry who actually value what it can do and can actually support people properly, and have the patience, because there's a lot of people out there that don't have patience in this field. And yeah, I really like to talk about this field and support people in getting into this field a bit more. So there you go, guys. Cointelegraph, have a look at this, have a little read, take care of yourselves, and I will see you later. Bye.